And when I actually got to know about Lebo Mapumulo, I had no face, I had no picture of who Lebo Mapumulo was, but I was in a boardroom whereby we were discussing awards and who should be awarded and why should they be awarded. And hey, man, did I not fight? And I'm like, women must also be represented here. In a boardroom full of men, and they were choosing who must qualify, and that was the first time I heard of Lebo Mapumulo's name, and I'm so blessed to have Lebo Mapumulo in my life. This is one courageous woman, beautiful, flamboyant, and loud and happy person. Lebo, welcome, and please tell us what have you prepared for us in celebration of women of valor, women of strength, as we celebrate this Women's Month.
Whew, Tumi, thank you so much. So, as I alluded to earlier in my opening, I work for ESCOM, ne? And ESCOM's core business is engineering. So today, I specifically want to talk to women that are working in male-dominated industries, because really the challenges over there are real. And today, I just want to share 5 core challenges that any young person going out there should be looking out for, and you need to prepare for them. And I'm also going to share with you my 5 A's, the 5 A's of how to conquer, because really working in a male-dominated space is a thing. The challenges are so vast. And if you do not prepare, I'm telling you, you are going to be swallowed. With that being said, let me just start. So the first challenging by no doubt is industry challenges. Stereotyping, societal norms, societal expectations, these things that people cannot even achieve, but they expect them out of other people. And what I want the young professionals to be aware of is that, people are as good as how they were cultured. So people, when you go out there into industry, you are going to have people that are going to limit you before they even know your capacity. They're going to limit you just by the nature of you are a woman, you are black, you are young. So I want you to just know something like an industry challenge is not something that you can fix. It's out of your control, right? But you need to be aware of it. You need to be conscious of it. Then we've got workplace challenges. Now, in my time when I graduated in 2004, a lot of companies actually had plenty of money to upskill staff. But these days, guys, we can see what's happening in South Africa. Money is really a challenge. Our economy is not doing well. So I want to make you guys aware that, a lot of companies currently don't have the money to really invest in upskilling you properly. So you really need to acquire habits. Good habits of reading books, habits of reading papers, journals. You need to empower yourself by doing things that are you need to be conscious about empowering yourself, because the companies are no longer paying. They can't afford to pay. We're having one of our big engineering conferences at the moment, and we can't even attend because, there is no money. Then the third challenge that we all know, because South Africa is such a diverse country, is the cultural challenges. Biases and preferences. It is something that we are never going to get away from, because it is just part of life, right? But what I've realized is that as people, when these things happen to us, so meaning to say, and hear me carefully, I'm not even talking discrimination, because there is some intentional discrimination that some people do. Here I'm just talking, those silent biases and preferences that you will encounter in the workplace. And sometimes I realize it's not actually intentional, or it's not meant to injure you or to make you feel bad or anything. It's just that people are used to be surrounded by things that are similar to them. Imagine going to site, you sit in a car for 8 hours. Obviously, it is nice to sit with someone who speaks the same language as you, somebody who enjoys the same music as you. So sometimes I've realized cultural challenges are actually not, it's just like comfort. This thing, comfort zones. People love their comfort zones, and sometimes they're going to exclude you, not because you are a bad person or whatever, but just because they want comfort. Then the fourth one is personal challenges. When we, as women, we cannot run away from things like having children, getting married. It is just part of life. And of course, you can pause having children and getting married and press on your career. But, eventually you're gonna wanna have children. So I wanted to say that the one thing that I encourage young professionals to actually acquire very quickly in their careers is you need to learn to manage expectations. Don't wait for something to go wrong and then you say, my son was ill. Actually, I woke up, I wasn't feeling well. So you need to learn to manage expectations, because this way you are going to eliminate disappointment. This is really, really crucial. And then the very top-notch tip is you need to learn to prioritize. At any given point, something is more important than another. So as a person, you need to prioritize things. And remember, prioritizing is going to also help you manage expectations. If something is not feasible, go tell your boss, actually, at this current moment, this thing is not doable, so please excuse me. Then the mindset challenges. Yo, guys, this one is the real one. And you know, because I really thought I've learned these tricks and I want to share them, I thought I'll come to a coach's platform, because I'm really a mentor and not a coach. But mindset challenges. And I want to just pause and acknowledge my coach, who's actually speaking today. I can't believe I'm sharing a stage with one of the trailblazers that changed my life. So this really says to me, I'm moving and I'm going somewhere. So just back to mindset challenges, guys. The thing that I've noticed about women, we got so many self-limiting beliefs. Oh my God. And I'm also guilty of it, you know. But what we need to be conscious of is that you only become as good as you think you can be. So it's all about the mind, guys, mindset. So I am encouraging all of us to really take on coaching. I also overcame them because I started aggressively doing coaching and it really transformed my life. And what I've learned since then is that what you think you become, what you feel you attract, and what you think you create. So the mind is very powerful because it can bring things into existence. And then another thing that I've literally, and this is a thing that people don't want to acknowledge, you can only perform as good as your self-esteem. So if your self-esteem is eroded, remember I just spoke about challenges, and these challenges are external really. There's nothing you can do to fix these challenges. The world is going to fix them. But when you fix your mindset, you will see that everything else falls into place. You become this person who focuses on the positive aspects. One of our coaches spoke about an abundant mind. An abundant mindset is one that focuses on what's going right. So now I just want to share the 5 A's, guys. These 5 A's. Actually, I had 4 A's. And then about a year ago, I acquired the 5th A because it was really necessary. So I just want to give you these 5 A's. They're going to really help you because, guys, what I want you to be conscious of is when we are growing up, we are taught that education is the key to success. What I want you to be conscious of is that success is only really begins after you have that degree. Because now we think, now that you've got a degree, you've arrived. No. Actually, even when you apply for a job, there's one post and 100 applications. So now I want to give you tricks that are going to help you be that outstanding individual. And regardless of what challenge you face, you are going to overcome it. Why? Because internally, you would have healed yourself. The first A, ladies, is attitude. Attitude is everything. You know what? The sooner you acquire the behavior of being a go-getter, the better. You need to be this person where people know, if I want to resolve this and I give it to Lebo, she's going to kill it. You need to be that person. And only you can make that happen. So attitude is everything. And in engineering, unfortunately, when you want to become professionally registered, the people that speak on your behalf are your referees. So if your attitude is off the tangent, you're never going to make it. That's the first A. The second A, ladies and gentlemen, which is a tool, which is underutilized by miles, is asking. One of the key reasons why I came to where I am today is because I am a believer of asking. If I have read and I have listened to YouTube video and something still doesn't make sense, I ask. So I encourage you to ask. When you are in industry, there is no right or wrong answer, right? It's all about perception. So you need to ask, ladies. Don't be shy. Ask those questions. Then I want to encourage you to accept. The third A is accept. When you go into industry, you are going to meet diverse people. How they were brought up, how they were cultured, their race, their gender, their age is different to you. The sooner you accept people for who they are, the sooner you are going to have solutions or strategies on how to deal with them. And also, if you do not accept them, do you know what happens? You end up name calling. You call people racist, you call them this, that. No. What you should be doing is, because you as a person also has flaws. So what you should be doing is accepting people for who they are. And the minute you accept them, the strategies of how to deal with them are going to open up. Thank you, guys. That's the third A, right? And then the fourth A, which is a very good key in engineering, is to allow yourself to be adventurous. Don't quote me on this, but I am telling you, when you are in engineering, you never accept anything for what you are told. You go and investigate. You get to the company, you find a spec in place. You don't get there and just use the specification the way it is. You go and find out, what does this mean? What is the impact of changing this? So you have to learn to explore. Allow yourself to think outside the box. It is very crucial for you to think outside the box. I assure you. It is that thing that is going to set you apart from the next person who's got a degree. Remember, we all have degrees. So your niche area is very crucial. Then those were really the 4 A's that got me as far as I was until 2017, when I got promoted. And then I saw flames. I really saw flames, guys. It was bad. So then I acquired my 5 A's. So the 5th A is avoid. Guys, I want to tell you this, and this is just like a real life thing about chasing success. If something does not add value to your goals, your vision, do not entertain it. You need to be somebody who learns to choose your battles. You choose your battles that progress you towards your goals, you engage. Battles that do add zero value, you avoid. Also, you will see in the workplace, you are going to meet people and they have their personal problems and challenges, and they're going to make your life hell. What you need to know is you must avoid that person. The only problem with avoiding is it's a temporary strategy, really. But what I'm saying is, at the point where you are empowered to face that challenge, then you will take it on. But temporarily, while you have a burning, remember we spoke about prioritizing? While you have a burning goal that you need to attain, you need to really, really avoid those things that are going to pollute your mind. Recently, I've just learned actually that wisdom, we normally say wisdom is associated with old people, but I've come to learn that wisdom is actually something that we can all practice regardless of age, because wisdom is just the ability for you to choose to not entertain thoughts that weaken you. Why would you want to entertain a thought that goes and puts you in a black hole? You are in a happy mood and suddenly you think of this thing, suddenly you sad, suddenly you... So really, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to just say another thing that is like quite a thing, and I've seen this through my movement that I launched last year, August. It was August, right? Yeah, 2019. But I had always been doing this movement. It's just that in August, I officially launched it. So what I came to understand there is that collaboration is the new competition. Stop looking at your neighbor and being envious. Busi spoke about, jealousy and envy is a thing. But what you need to be understanding is that collaboration is the new competition. As individuals, we have different strengths. So what you do in life is you enhance your strengths, and for your weaknesses, you partner with other people. So please take this home and understand that when somebody's better at something, you just partner with them to achieve some bigger goal together. Life is full of endless possibilities, ladies. And if you do not live by this principle, you are going to be left behind. Another thing that I've learned about these endless possibilities is that, you actually cannot own what you do not create. Let me say that again. You cannot own what you do not create. So I think the problem we really have in South Africa is that everybody is waiting for the government to create jobs, to create. No. You need to understand that life is made up of endless possibilities. And you cannot own what you don't create. So the sooner you start creating these things, the better off you are. I mean, there are no limits to what a woman can achieve. And then I don't know how long I have, but I just like Busi, I really have verbal diarrhea. But I wanted to say another thing that really helps with overcoming the mind or self-limiting beliefs that happen in the mindset is understanding that as a woman, you are enough. And at any given point, as long as you are giving something your best, you need to be content and confident with the fact that you have done enough. The thing is, learning, developing competencies, they are built over time. So at any given point, all you need to do is to give everything your best. You don't want to be that person who says, what if I wish I had? So really, really, when you go into this world, just give everything your best. And if you don't get that opportunity, don't really take it too hard. What no means is next opportunity. So that door that is not open for you is not meant for you. My last words is this, ladies. The minute you decide you want better for yourself is the minute the universe conspires in your favor. I have seen it, and one of the people I have to thank for this is Busi, because she is my personal coach. And guys, yeah, just carry on inspiring the next. I want to thank Buitumelo for creating this platform, because really what is shared here is going to transform somebody's life. Thank you so much, Buitumelo.
Thank you, Levo.